Today I am brewing a Norwegian farmhouse ale. The color of the beer is like this amberish type of color, I don't know. I'm doing a 90-minute step mash. The wort falls down to the pump using gravity, then the pump pumps it up to this electric mash tun. Hot liquor tank, I guess you can call this, which is controlled electronically through electricity. There's a electronically meaning with a computer over there, and there's a heater down in the middle of this hot liquor tank that keeps the temperature stable, whatever I set it to. So I just finished the mashing. I'm doing a mash out now, so I changed the goal temperature from 152 to 170. The bottom is your goal, and the red at the top is what it is right now at. So right now the temperature is 155, and it's slowly ramping up. The reason why you might want to do a mash out at a higher temperature is because I'm using, my recipe called for some flaked oats, and flaked oats typically will clog up your mash tun, meaning the beer won't flow out as easily, as freely as it should. As you guys can see, even the pump is not fully, even though it's running at full power, it's not, you can kind of see this oscillating and fluctuating the output. Is because of the flaked oats that I put in there. Most people put them in towards the end of your brew, your mash, but I keep it in there from the beginning because the pump is able to, the pump is a good powerful pump, so it's not a big deal for me. But if you don't have a pump, you would definitely have to raise your temperature. At a higher temperature, your wort will thin out, I guess is the right word. But basically, the wort will run more freely, and the chance of getting a clogged sparge is substantially lowered. So that's what I do. But I keep an eye on it because as the temperature increases, this will start to flow more freely, like I just explained. Therefore, you want to kind of adjust this if necessary. So anyway, the pump pumps the wort here. It keeps it maintains the heat level, and then gravity dumps it back out through this tube back out, and it kind of runs in a circulation, kind of like that. I can maintain the output using this here if I want to more or less, whatever. And the same thing, usually I just open this wide up all the way up on the dump side. And then this pump is a nice pump. You can also maintain or adjust, I should say, how much you want this to be open, more or less. And this is a fairly powerful pump, but because I am using the flaked oats, which have a tendency to clog up your mashes, I have it open all the way up. If I wasn't using flaked oats, this would be running quite a bit right now. I highly recommend this pump. You guys are looking for it. I think this is the Blinchman Riptide. Again, this is the Blinchman Riptide pump. It was specifically designed for brewers. It's really easy to maintain and open up. Like if something got plugged up in there, like a whole hop or something like this, you can stop this, open this up. You know, you would have to close off your valves and all that, but you can, during the brew, you could open this up, remove it, get it unplugged, and then put it back in there and go back to operating your pump. A lot of closed pumps where the housing doesn't come off would not allow you to do that. You would have to I mean, you can take them apart, but it takes a lot more time. Once I finish, once the mash out is complete, I guess the mashing phase is over and the brewing part begins. The brewing part is where you bring up to boil this unfermented beer, which is called wort right now. You bring it up to boil, to a rolling boil, and then you start the timer. Most people do a rolling boil for an hour, maybe longer, and that's where you add the hops and anything else you want to add to the beer. Once that phase is complete, you want to cool down your beer, the unfermented wort, cool it down as rapidly, as fast as possible, and then transfer it to the fermenter. The fermenter is over there, and I will utilize the same pump to do everything. Recirculation, which is what I'm doing right now. If I need to move it to a different vessel, I can use it for that. If I need to move the final beer up to the fermenter, which is where that will sit, I will utilize this pump. It's worth every penny. I believe that pump costs $199 delivered to my house. Alright, that is it. Cheers.